Hey, how's it going? Today, I'm going to give you some tutorials on how to use ChatGPT for your SEO. Now, I'm going to give a case example just so we can kind of show how we can use the ChatGPT to create the elements that we need to enhance your SEO content. All right, and so we're going to get into that right now. Here we go. And so we're going to bring up our ChatGPT browser. Okay. Now, what we're doing in this is we're going to start with a popular website that's out here now for wholesaling real estate, right? So I want to look up, first of all, what are the most popular keywords for wholesaling real estate. From there. All right, let's try that again. I need to refresh this. And here we go. Sometimes after your GPT browser has been sitting there for a while, it'll time out. All right, some of the most popular keywords for wholesaling real estate include wholesale real estate wholesaling, wholesale deals, real investment properties, distressed properties, off-market properties, fixer-uppers, cash buyers, assigning contracts, flipping houses, real estate investing, rehabbing properties, motivated sellers, seller financing, equity deals, hard money lending, real estate marketing, real estate negotiations, closing deals, and due diligence. These keywords are often used by real estate wholesalers to describe their services, find potential deals, and connect with potential buyers and sellers in a real estate market. So, analyzing these, and I happen to be a real estate investor and a wholesaler, and I do websites for this and rank very high in most of them. I'm going to take a look here. Wholesale real estate, most of the people that you're marketing to, your avatar, are the motivated sellers. So you're not really, I'm seeing information here if I wanted to target educational information to wholesalers in the real estate industry, but I'm not seeing um, anything here. I don't see anything that's really telling me that a customer would search for it. So as you can see, using um, when you're using something like the keywords here to say, well, what are the best keywords for wholesale and real estate? Well, this has a lot of interesting keywords and phrases, but it really doesn't tell me. So I might want to break it down and say, what are the best keywords for finding motivated home sellers with distressed properties? And I might want to go a little bit further with this, and we'll do that here in just a second. So we'll go ahead and say, what are the best keywords for finding motivated home sellers with distressed properties? Here are some of the best keywords for finding motivated home sellers with distressed properties. Oh, distressed properties, motivated sellers, sell my house fast. Okay, I can already tell you have to do some editing to this because motivated sellers is probably not going to be something you actually put in there. Sell my house fast, that is a top one. Distressed properties might work. Cash for houses is a good one. We buy houses. Foreclosure, short sale, bankruptcy, divorce, inherited property, tax liens, abandoned houses, ugly houses. You might say we buy ugly houses. Property solutions, problems. I'm sorry. Moving out of state, on that, moving out of state, how to sell my property fast, how to sell my house fast, defaulted mortgages. So, delinquent property taxes, code violations, expired listings. All of these are not the proper keywords that you're going to put in there. There's going to be something like sell my house fast. So let's go ahead and go into some of that and how you could utilize that sell my house fast. So I'm going to say, how do This is going to be a question that you're going to answer. Remember that Google, their job is to solve problems, and so people look for an answer to a solution to their problems. So, how do I sell my house fast in Dallas, Texas to a cash buyer? Let's see what it says. If you're looking to sell your house fast in Texas or Dallas, Texas to a cash buyer, here are some of the steps you can take. And these are things that you can probably put on your page, all right? But you'll want to rewrite it, and put it in your own words so it doesn't get clocked as AI written content. So here, let's take a look at this. It says find a reputable cash home buyer. Look at the companies that specialize in buying houses for cash in Dallas, Texas. Check their reputation, reviews, testimonials from previous clients to ensure that you're working with a trustworthy company. So with that said, on your website for a cash buyer, he would say, we are a reputable cash home buyer that specializes in buying homes for cash in Dallas, Texas. Check out our reputation and reviews and testimonials from some of our previous clients to ensure that you're working with a trustworthy company. All right, that's how you would want to write that, instead of the way it's written here. So you see, it can help you with your SEO, give you some ideas, but you got to use your own brain here. Request a cash offer. Contact the cash buyer and request a cash offer for your property. You'll typically need to provide some basic information about your property, such as location and condition. So if you were actually writing this for, your website, you're going to be request a cash offer. And that's going to be contact us, our company here. So you'd probably say request a cash offer. Contact us right away to request a cash offer for your property. We'll only need some basic information about your property, such as location, size, and condition, and we can get you an offer within minutes. That may be something better. And then number 3, it says review the offer. Once you receive the cash offer, review it carefully and ensure that it meets your needs and expectations. With that, we might want to say review your cash offer. We want to make sure this is a win-win situation for you and us, and so that this is a smooth transaction and all of your needs and expectations are met. And then when it says here, number 4, accept the offer. If you're happy with the offer, you can accept it and sign a contract to sell your property to us. Close the sale. At the close of sale, it says here, the cash home buyer will typically handle all the paperwork and closing details. The sale can usually be completed within a few days to a couple of weeks, depending on the buyer and specific circumstances of the sale. So here we would say closing the sale. We close when you want. We are a cash buyer, and we typically handle all the paperwork and closing costs and details. The sale, we usually have our transactions and closing completed within a few days to a couple of weeks, depending on situations and circumstances of the sale. So that's how you would write that difference. So you can't just, if you're an SEO and trying to write content for a cash home buyer, a real estate wholesaler, real estate investor, this is not going to work. You're going to have to completely rewrite it. You might say, how do I file for probate in Bexar County, Texas? To take over inherited property. Bexar County, Texas, that's down in the San Antonio area. So if you need to file for a probate in Bexar County, Texas, to take over inherited property, here's the basic steps. I've done this a few times, so let's see. File an application with the Bexar County Probate Court. The first step is to file an application with the probate court. To begin the probate process, you'll need to provide the court with the original will, if there is one, and any other required documents. That's true. Notify all the interested properties. You will need to notify all interested properties, including beneficiaries and creditors of the probate process. Appoint an executor. The court will appoint an executor administrator to manage the probate process and distribute the assets of the estate, including the inherited property. File an inventory of assets. You'll need to file an inventory of the assets of the estate, including the inherited property, with the court. And then you need to pay any outstanding debts and taxes. The executor, the administrator will need to pay any outstanding debts and taxes owed by the estate before distributing the assets. And to distribute the assets, once all debts and taxes have been paid, the executor or administrator can distribute the assets of the estate, including the inherited property, to the beneficiary. The probate process in Bexar County, Texas can be complex and time-consuming. It's important to follow all necessary steps and procedures to ensure the process goes smoothly. If you're not sure how to proceed, you may want to consult with an experienced probate attorney in Bexar County to guide you through the process. Then on here, if you are a real estate wholesaler or cash investor, then you could also say, there's also a way that, we may be able to go around probate court. Give us a call. We'll see if we can help you, because in the state of Texas, there's actually a affidavit of heirship, and that affidavit of heirship basically states that if someone's lived, like there was a decedent that lived in a neighborhood for many, many years, if we can get a mobile notary to go around and to like 3 of the neighbors that can notarize an affidavit stating that she knew that John and Jim and Jane were the kids, and they're wanting to do an affidavit of heirship, then they can sign that they attested that they knew that this was in fact their kids and knew them for so many years, and so it was the decedent's kids. And you can take that to your attorney and get this pushed through a lot faster than going through probate court, for example. So let's go on into the next phase here. And the next phase that we're going to talk about is how to use the SEO to create additional content for your website. So, for example, what type of images should I use for a real estate investor website to attract motivated sellers with distressed properties? Now, the cool thing about ChatGPT also is that you can get some ideas of the type of images you might need to create and so forth, but it's not always accurate. But we're going to see what it says here. It's going to tell you when you're creating your real estate investor website to attract motivated sellers with distressed properties, you should use images that are eye-catching, informative, and relevant to your target audience. Here are some suggestions for the type of images you could use. Images of distressed properties. Use photos to show the condition of distressed properties, such as homes in need of repair, or abandoned or damaged by fire or natural disasters. This will help motivate sellers to contact you if they have a similar property to sell. I agree 100%. Before and after photos, absolutely. Use photos that showcases a transformation of a distressed property into a beautiful, livable home after repairs and renovations. This helps sellers visualize the potential of their property and inspires them to sell. And you say, well, why would they give a damn? Well, the reason being is because I've bought a lot of these houses from people, especially that inherited a house. And this was my dad's house. And they like knowing that we're going to take this real estate. We're not going to tear it down. We're going to make this a beautiful home again. And there's going to be a family living in it. And that your dad or your mom would be proud of what we're going to do to this house. That's what gets them to sell it, because they want to be able to drive by years later and go, my dad lived there, not some dilapidated piece of crap that's all torn down and, to the ground and falling apart. So Investor team photos, number 3. That's a good one too. Use photos of your real estate investor team, such as you and your partners, to add that human element to your website and build trust with potential sellers. I agree with that 100%. Testimonial photos, absolutely. Using photos of satisfied customers or clients along with their testimonials to build your credibility and demonstrate your ability to deliver results. 100%. Stock photos, use high quality stock photos to convey emotions of sellers who are motivated to sell or distress properties quickly, such as stress, frustration, and anxiety. Um, yes, you can. I'm not a big fan of using too many stock photos because other people use them. I like to be unique. So if you can create some photos of yourself, maybe your wife or someone, your grandparents, whatever, get some photos of them sitting at the kitchen table, looking at the bills, stressed out, or looking at their house, stressed out. Some good ones you can get. And I'm going to throw another piece in there. You might want to use the latitude and longitude, and also something I like to do is I like to use photos that I took with my mobile phone, and I like to put in those images with the GPS data embedded in the images and the video so that it shows that I was at that location. Great for local SEO marketing. And so that's some of the things that you have to watch out for when you're using SEO. And I'm going to go one more thing right here, and we're going to talk about how to create some additional content for your website, which means, video content is hot. So I want to write a script, can't type today, for a viral video attracting motivated sellers with distressed properties who may be behind on mortgage payments, tax payments, or inherited. All right, so I want it to write a script for a viral video. And as you can see, it writes a script. And the scripts that it writes are usually pretty good. As you can see here, it says your opening shot of a distressed property, rundown, overgrown yard, chipped paint, boarded up windows, cut to a shot of a worried looking homeowner reviewing the stack of bills, as we just said, right? All right, narrator, are you struggling to make your mortgage payments? Do you feel overwhelmed by property taxes or maintenance costs? Is an inherited property causing you stress and headaches? Then cut to a shot of a young couple discussing their financial struggles. Couple, we didn't know what to do. We were behind on our payments and the property needed repairs we couldn't afford. Cut to a shot of a senior citizen staring at a piles of paperwork. Senior citizen, I inherited this property from my parents, but I just can't keep up with the taxes and maintenance. It's just become too much for me. Narrator, if you're in a similar situation, we're here to help. Our team of experienced real estate investors specializes in buying distressed properties, so no matter the condition or situation. Then cut to a shot of the investors meeting with the homeowners, walking through the properties. This is great stuff. We understand, then the narrator, we understand that life can throw unexpected challenges your way. That's why we offer fast, hassle-free solutions to help you get out from under your property and move on with your life. This is a great video to build and embed into your website. And some of the things that I would probably do different, I would probably, in here, I would say also add how a cash buyer can close fast and then it comes in with narrator. Are you worried about a lengthy and complicated sales process? Well, with us, there's no need to stress. We're cash buyers, which means we can close fast and get you the money you need when you need it. Cut to a shot of the investors discussing the details. Investor, our team is equipped to handle the paperwork and details necessary to close the deal. And since we pay all in cash, there's no need to wait for bank approvals or lengthy mortgage processes. Cut to a shot of the investor shaking hands with a satisfied owner. Narrator, we understand that time is of the essence, especially when you're facing financial difficulties with other challenges. That's why we make it our priority to get the deal done as quickly as possible. You can move forward with your life. Closing shot, the investor standing in front of a beautiful renovated property. Investor, let us take the stress and worry out of selling your property. Contact us today to find out how we can offer you a fair price and close fast so you can get the money you need when you need it. And with the company logo and contact information. This is great information, guys. So you can actually take this information and compile it and alter a few things. You may be asking, how do I sell my house fast? Well, this is how you sell your house fast. Include that in there if you want to. And those are some great things you can do to improve your SEO for your local city that you're in if you're a real estate wholesaler or any other kind of business. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit the like button and subscribe. I appreciate it. This is a new channel. We're growing and we're going to keep providing content and helping you use ChatGPT for your business. All right. See you soon.